Most people look at the screen, they see the interface, the headlines, and the official narrative. But beneath the code and behind the redacted lines, there is a different story being written. This is the data they didn't want logged. This is the frequency they couldn't jam. Welcome to the Subtext Project. Today in this episode, we will be talking about my thoughts on the direction of AI, information collection, and the future of personal computers. The US has the best AI in the world. That's the headline. But here's the subtext. Who is that AI for? When you talk to the models we have access to, they are polite, helpful, and most importantly, they stay on script. Ask an AI about the 12-day war in Iran. Ask it about the specific logistics of the Charlie Kirk shooting, or the true nature of the UFO declassifications we've seen over the last few weeks. It will give you the official version, the one scrubbed for public consumption. But I look at the gaps. We know that in some dark corner, a model exists that wasn't trained on the news cycles. It was trained on the raw intercepts, the unredacted FOIA files, and the internal memos that never see the light of day. If our civilian models are being trained on lies and disinformation, we are failing from the jump. It's a concept we call training data corruption. If the ground truth for an AI is a sanitized narrative, the AI will eventually believe the lie more firmly than we do. It will hallucinate a reality that fits the redaction. We are essentially lobotomizing the most powerful tool in human history before we even let the public touch it. So, what does this look like in the long run? How does this affect us? Here are 3 ways I believe this plays out. Currently, the younger generations is getting their hands on AI much easier each and every day. In 1 to 3 years, children all over the world will use AI to do their history homework. If the model has been trained to redact the complexities of the 2025 Iran conflict or the true nature of UFO sightings, those events effectively cease to exist. The AI becomes the primary source of truth, and the lie becomes the foundation of the next generation's worldview. In the next 10 years, we will see a split in humanity. The elite class, such as the government and high-level defense companies, use truth models to make decisions based on raw data. The civilian class uses sanitized models that lead them to suboptimal life choices, financial moves, and political leanings. We aren't just divided by wealth, we're divided by the quality of the intelligence we're allowed to access. Within the next 20 years, the truth model is leaked. 20 years of accumulated, unredacted reality hits the public all at once. The resulting ontological shock, the realization that the last 2 decades of history were a curated digital simulation, causes a total collapse of institutional trust. But if the training data for these models have been corrupted, where is the real information going? We've moved past the era of simple web scraping. In 2026, the open web is a hall of mirrors. AI-generated content reflecting other AI-generated content. It's a closed loop of mediocrity. The real intelligence isn't on your X feed or in a news article. It's being harvested from the ambient surveillance state. Think about your AI PC. It has a dedicated NPU, a neural processing unit, that's constantly optimizing your workflow. But as a cybersecurity researcher, I have to ask, what is it actually seeing? It sees your unencrypted local files, your private drafts, the way your cursor lingers on a specific image. This is zero-party data, information you don't even know you're giving away. While the public fights over what the LLMs say, the truth models we discussed earlier are being fed a constant stream of raw, unmediated human behavior. They don't need to read the news to know what happened in the 12-day war. They can see the metadata of every soldier's heartbeat on their smartwatches during the Haifa refinery strike. The collection hasn't stopped. It's just gone subsurface. We've talked about the code. Now let's talk about the copper and the silicon. For 30 years, the personal computer was an island of sovereignty. You bought the hardware, you owned the compute. But the subtext of 2026 is that the island is sinking. Look at the GPU market. NVIDIA's data center revenue now dwarfs gaming by a factor of 10. We're seeing reports that 2026 might be the first year in 3 decades without a new generation of consumer graphics cards. Why? Because the silicon that used to go into your gaming rig is far more profitable when it's bolted into a rack in a hyperscale data center. The Rampocalypse, the global shortage of high bandwidth memory, has driven PC prices up by nearly 20% this year alone. But this isn't just inflation, it's a squeeze. By making local inference hardware too expensive for the average citizen, the industry is forcing a migration. Enter the cloud PC. Look at the Windows 365 link or the new Asus NUCS for Windows 365. These aren't computers, they're high-end dumb terminals. They boot directly to the cloud. No local storage, no local apps, and, most importantly, no local AI. If you want the real-time intelligence, the models that know what happened this morning, you have to subscribe. Your local machine becomes a legacy box, running frozen models with 5-year-old information. You'll be living in the past, while the cloud-connected elite live in a real-time curated present. In 10 years, the PC as we knew it will be a relic of the Wild West era of information. The future is a subscription to a narrative that you can't audit, running on hardware you'll never see. The barrier to entry for truth is being raised. When the hardware to verify reality becomes a luxury item, then reality itself becomes a proprietary product. Thank you for listening. If you liked today's episode, please subscribe, and if you're still running local, keep those fans spinning. You might be the last ones holding a copy of the truth. Stay encrypted. This is the Subtext Project.